I know commodities is your thing. So oil, right? I mean, an interesting bounce back here.
A really interesting bounce back, and this really does wind up having to do with Iran. The White House is saying at this point that the Iran talks could go either way. Secretary of State John Kerry says the U.S. is prepared to end nuclear talks if needed. There are tough issues that are unresolved. The big wild card in the oil market is no one really knew if this deal was going to come through and what that would actually mean for the price. Now that we seem to potentially have a deal, not yet, we're seeing sort of rally come into play because we then won't have 40 million barrels put online right away that's currently floating in storage.
It's not going to be automatic.
Right. Not to mention, though, if they don't come and have a deal by tomorrow, that means that if they do get one later, Congress will have 60 days and not 30 days to review the deal. And the reason why that's significant is it gives them 30 more days to say no. So that's sort of another thing going on in the market. And plus, even if Iran comes on the market, is there someone to buy it?
Yes.
That is now the second question that's bubbling up.
Well, look at what's going on in China.
Exactly.
Right? And you're seeing in other commodities like iron ore, right?
Right. Yes. And Russia, by the way, has been selling a ton of oil to China, so that's a whole different competition. But good transition to iron ore, because if you take a look at the Shanghai Composite versus iron ore prices, they're pretty much mirror images of each other recently. Wow. And we did see iron ore move up again. You see that at the bottom right of your screen today as we saw Chinese stocks able to rally. But Citigroup said in a note yesterday they do think prices will fall to $30 a ton in the first half. That is crazy. That's a really low number. You're seeing new supply come on. You're seeing old plants wind up restarting, and you're not seeing the kind of demand from China. Stocks are still high.
So does it seem like, though, these measures that the Chinese government put out, is that going to put a floor on some of these commodities?
I think it winds up depending on how it winds up trickling down to the real economy. I mean, if an industrial company that all of a sudden their stock price isn't tanking is saying, great, my margins aren't bad anymore, I'm going to restart my steel mill,
then maybe.
Maybe not. But really, for iron ore, you use iron ore to make steel. If steel margins are not good, you're not going to make steel. That is kind of irrespective of what's happening in terms of the stock market in some ways.